Hi, welcome to Mulligan Speaks. This is Annette Mulligan, helping you to live beyond your diagnosis, own your health, and create clear dialogue with your doctors. So, have you ever had anybody say this to you? Man, I wish all my patients were as responsible as you are. You make my job as a provider easy. Thank you. You made my day start off really well by making it so quick and easy to handle. I have had those things said to me by nurses and doctors repeatedly. Literally, my last conversation with one of my nurses was, "You're like a rock star of patience." I'll take it. But getting to that point has taken a lot of years, a lot of work, a lot of practice on my part. As I said in my other video about creating a clear dialogue with your doctor, your health is your responsibility. Your doctor is there to help you to do what you need to do with your health, but it ultimately comes down to you. And the way that you can become the world's best patient for your doctors, for your nurses, for your team, is to do the work that they're asking you to do. And it's also to come to your appointments prepared and ready. So one of the things that I get to do is before I see my doctor, actually the day of, I upload my pump information, my insulin pump information as a type 1 diabetic to a website. The medical team has access to that website. They print out that information, and there you go. When I walk in the door or call them up on a video chat, they've got all of my information right there in front of them. One nurse said to me in really almost a shocking voice, she said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that you got the information to us before we asked for it, or at the time when we asked for it." And I said to her, "Don't all your patients do that?" And she said, no, they don't. We ask them, but they don't always do it. My job is to help make my doctor and my health team feel like I am helping them, even though in reality they're helping me. I want to make their lives and their jobs as easy as I can. I don't want to be someone who is difficult. When they ask me to do something and I go, I just didn't have the time. It didn't seem that important. Well, they wouldn't have asked me to do it if it wasn't important. So I want to do everything I can to make their job easier and to make it something that they look forward to me coming in as a patient instead of the other way around. So again, I come in, and if I have any issues, I've always struggled with exercise and my blood sugars. They tend to just drop drastically when I'm exercising. And how do I adjust my insulin and my carb count before I do that? So oftentimes the doctor will say, "Is there anything you need to go over?" And I'll say, "Yep, let's talk about this again." I've taken several different approaches over the years. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they haven't. I'm always wanting to hear more ways and more ideas of how I can solve or address that issue. And so I say, yeah, let's talk about this again. Give me some other suggestions or ideas of how I can do that. But the fact that I follow up when they ask me to follow up, the fact that I give them the information that they need ahead of time, the fact that I keep notes on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, that makes their job easier. That makes them like it when I come in instead of cringing when I come in. Now, I realize it's not always possible and it's not always an easy thing to do. But the more that you can be in control of your health, the more that you can be aware and know what's going on, the easier it makes it for your healthcare team and the better it's going to be for you in the long run. And that's kind of what we want, is for it to be better for us in the long run. Now, you can get slightly obsessive, I've mentioned this before, about monitoring and writing everything down, and it can become all consuming. And I don't want you to do that because that's not healthy for you either. But just keep a really good balance between staying on top of your health situation, monitoring what's going on, keeping records, and then giving those to your medical team as they need them. Life needs to be lived in balance with taking care of yourself and awareness and stepping forward in the proactive ways that we can. But also you need to have some joy and excitement and some fun in what you're doing as you're doing it. So I encourage you to be mindful, to be aware, to step into your doctor or your medical team office or appointment with the idea of they're there to help me. How can I help them help me? Because wouldn't you just love it if your healthcare team said to you, you're a rock star when it comes to being a patient? It made me feel good that day that I got that compliment. I want that for you too. I want you to be that successful patient that your doctors really enjoy seeing and really enjoy communicating with. Alrighty, so you can check me out on my website, mulliganspeaks.com. Check out my services that I provide: coaching, presenting, speaking, an Arbonne consultant. Always, you can give me a thumbs up or a like, write a comment as you're at my website. Give me your email, shoot me a question, or even some topics that you'd like me to discuss. That would be fantastic. Love to hear from you. So, stay well, be healthy.